Have a good look at Rodrigo Rojas, because in the space of 1 year, we're going to turn this player into the best attacking midfielder in the world. And to be in the conversation to be the best midfielder or the best of any position in the world, you need to play for the best team in the world. Now, Liverpool is not the best team in the world. They're pretty close, they're almost there, but they're not the best. We all know which team is the best team in the world. And we really could have signed for them too, from the get-go. Rojas has the talent. But the issue is, they don't believe us. They haven't seen Rojas on the field, they haven't seen him on a professional team. That's why we signed for Liverpool. That's where they come in. So we're only going to be at Liverpool for 1 year. Don't tell them that. But we only plan to stay here for 1 year. We're going to do what we can. We're going to kiss up to the fans. We're going to kiss up to the team on social media. Do all of that stuff. But knowing that our end goal, our goal at the end of 2024-25's season, is that we want to play for Real Madrid. But like I said, it's going to be a long road to get there because Real Madrid does not believe in Rodrigo Rojas. But believe you me, you're about to see in these preseason friendlies that this kid is something special. He may already be the best attacking midfielder in the world, but we have to prove that to Real Madrid. And a very big, important first step into proving that to Real Madrid is making sure we get a ton of goals and a ton of assists in the Premier League. About 35 to be exact, 35 goal contributions. But in order to do that, we need to play in the Premier League. And in order to do that, we need to keep our spot in the starting 11. And I think you get where this is going. In order to do that, we need to light it up in preseason. You know, it's good to see AS Roma back in football. You know, AS Roma, one of my favorite teams in Italy. So I thought, why don't we give AS Roma a welcoming gift? Why don't we give them a Rodrigo Rojas goal? Just as a welcoming gift, you know, just to say welcome back to the FIFA franchise. Annoyingly, as an attacking midfielder, we're going to have to rely on our teammates, our AI teammates, to help us become the best midfielder in the world, to help show us off as a really good player with the link-up play and scoring goals off of our passes. Me personally, I would not trust this AI to solve 1+1. But hey, we're not in a situation where we get to choose which AI we get, which AI teammates we have. We're just going to have to make do with what we got. And with that said, we all know that it's not my fault that Mats Hummels scored this header. It's not my job to mark him. I'm not a central midfielder, I'm not a defensive midfielder, I'm an attacking midfielder. And the best in the world at it. Well, here you can see it again. In the 60th minute, AS Roma wasted a free kick, and that meant that Liverpool had a counter-attack. And we should know by now, only one person can handle the ball during a counter-attack. Only one person can give Mo Salah passes like that. It's just a shame that that person is the only one who can score goals on this team. But alas, despite my best efforts, we could only walk away with a 1-1 draw against AS Roma. And all I'm gonna say is, someone check on Mo Salah. Because if he's not careful this preseason, Federico Chiesa may just take his spot heading into the Premier League. Lisandro Martinez has signed for Liverpool heading into the RB Leipzig game. And all I'm gonna say is, guys, Arne Slot is cooking something. I don't know what it is. We already have a ton of centre backs, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. As long as he doesn't sign an attacking midfielder, I'm not going to complain. But I'm just going to point that out. Heading into the game against Leipzig, months before the Premier League, Manchester United centre-back Lisandro Martinez is now a Liverpool player. So Liverpool fans, let me know what you think about that. Realistic transfer or not? And I don't know what it is, guys. Maybe it's something in the air. But I do get the feeling that Lisandro Martinez is going to have an amazing debut here against Leipzig.
Rencontré simplement et tu n'as rien fait pour chercher à me plaire. Je t'aime pourtant d'un amour ardent dont rien je le sens ne pourra me
He's just a different class, boys. A different class. Okay, I have to admit, RB Leipzig has packed us up. But hey, look at this Luis Diaz goal that happened because I took a shot at goal. If that didn't happen, if I didn't take that shot, Liverpool would have been cleanly swept 3-0. But because Rodrigo Rojas was on the field, because number 28 was on the field, it's only 3-1. And I think with that said, I think we're ready to move on to the next game against Juventus. And I'll let you know right now, I really need that game in the Premier League. I really need to start in these Premier League games. And I'll tell you right now, Juventus is simply not ready for what's about to happen to them. They're just not ready. I think now we have a really good idea at how good Rodrigo Rojas is at football. I mean, I already knew that I was the best midfielder in the world, but I know there were some people who were sprouting a few doubts, wondering if I could step it up when it really mattered, when I could score the goals when the pressure is at its highest. But I think Juventus serves as a very good reminder, or should I say, a very good place for people to go to when they want to ask, is Rodrigo Rojas good at football? Can he handle this sport at the pro level? I think now we can finally silence the people that were asking, well, if he's so good, why did Liverpool wait until he was 20 years old to promote him from the youth academy? Honestly, boys, I think now, without a shadow of a doubt, you really do have to admit, Rodrigo Rojas is the best player in the world. No two ways about it. And now we get to ask that question that we were asking at the beginning of the episode, sort of. Will Rodrigo Rojas be playing in the Premier League now? Did he do enough to keep his starting spot in the Premier League? The answer is obvious. Of course he did. I'm the best player on this team. But the real question we have to ask is, which players will be joining him? Did Lisandro do enough in his performance against Leipzig to earn a spot past Van Dijk? Did Mohamed Salah do enough against Juventus to keep his spot against Federico Chiesa? Well, I guess you're going to have to tune into the next episode to find out. If you enjoyed this one, and if you want to see that one real fast, leave a like. Subscribe maybe. But until then, Rodrigo Rojas has to go and get his beauty sleep. He has to go and teach Mohamed Salah how to shoot a football in these next few weeks.